if you don't mind, I'm going to read part of my script because, I'm not as young as many of you think. I'm probably going to hit 80 very shortly. I'm not going to tell you when, but I think very shortly. Well, let me start with this. Let me tell you something, each and every one of you. If you don't have farmers or ranchers like us, each and every one of you will be hungry, naked, and sober. Yeah. Yeehaw. Aloha, you all. My name is Daryl Kaneshiro, and I'm a third-generation farmer and rancher here on Kauai. And if you know my family, you know we've been trying to prevent all three of those things from happening for over 100 years. That's how far the Kaneshiro farming generation goes. I was born on a farm and raised in a lifestyle where hard work wasn't optional. It was just life. I started walking and learned three things real quick. One, don't eat or ever eat the popcorn-looking stuff on the ground. That's chicken poop. Two, never, ever face towards the wind out in the ranch when you take a pee. And three, of course, the chickens always come first. Cock-a-doodle-doo. While other kids were going to football games, I was processing chickens late into the night so we could deliver fresh poultry to restaurants and markets around the island. By the time I graduated from Kauai High School in 1966, my dad told me, "Hey boy, you better pick a college, man, before I get drafted in the Army." He said, find something, with animals or animal husbandry, animal science, anything about animals. Hey, I've never been out of the state of Hawaii in my life because I was always working up to that point. So I said, well, that's a damn good idea, yeah? So when I started looking for a college, I did my damn research. I noticed a pattern. A lot of the Playboy magazine centerfold bunnies, see, it's still part of agriculture, seem to come from Southern California. Hey, I'm going to leave the state. That combined with great surfing spots like Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, Salt Creek, made my college decision pretty easy, yeah? I ended up at Orange Coast College in Costa Mesa. Took me a few years to get an associate degree, just to get one damn associate degree, man. Mostly because I was surfing and trying to spot one of those centerfold girls to bring back to Kauai. I wasn't successful in that. But I got pretty good on longboard surfing. I said, hell, I better just go back to Kauai. When I came back to Kauai, I found out that my dad was still actively doing things in agriculture. He was growing and selling pakalolo to help pay my college education, guys. And I don't know if you guys all know what pakalolo means. Paka means, smoke or cigarette. Lolo means, numbness in the head, or you a little bit loony. But, Dad was always a good farmer. He really was. So it wasn't just any pakalolo. We're talking about the legendary chicken manure fertilized strain known around Omao as Omao Waui. And yeah, I helped sell it too. I was kind of like the delivery guy, the sales guy, basically the neighborhood weed wrap before it was trendy, higher education, higher education, paid for by high-grade agriculture. It was a family operation, guys. But when I got appointed executive assistant to Mayor Tony Kunimura, and later became the director of economic development, I told my dad, and that's true, I was. I told my dad, hey, Pops, you got to shut it down, man. I'm working with the mayor's administration, representing the people of Kauaʻi and Niihau. We can't have the fads raiding the chicken coop. Well, that really ended any hopes I had of becoming the next Pablo Escobar. Omao edition, probably a blessing in disguise. Believe it or not, guys, I even served on a county council for 12 years. And not only that, I actually retired without a single corruption charge. Hey, clean record. How many politicians can say that today? Going back to the land and farming, in the late 90s, I got the chance to lease about 300 acres on the south side of the island in Hawaii to run and raise cattle. Eventually, one of the landowners came to me and said, a big developer wants to buy all that land that you're farming and raising cattle on into an agricultural subdivision with a possibility to build over 100 homes. She said, I don't want to sell it to them. She wanted the land to stay in agriculture and wanted me to buy it. She asked me, can you come up with $1,000? And I said, is that it? Just $1,000 to hold it? No, she said, just match the price the developer offered, which was, of course, a couple millions. I mean, that's umpty millions to me. Now, at that time, I didn't have a pot to piss in and wondered, how in the hell am I going to find millions to buy this land? How am I going to do it? But, me with my good business mind, I wrote that $1,000 check anyway, figuring that, hey, as long as we're in escrow, they're not going to be charging me rent. So the longer it stays in escrow, what I got to lose? The hell, I'm not paying rent anyway. And that's how I became the owner and steward of that land. Not because I was rich, but because someone believed I'll take care of it. And I have. Because that's what it means to be from here. You care for the Aina, like it's part of your family. This work doesn't let you stay still. Even when plans fail, when storm hits, when things fall apart, you get back up. Get back up. You learn, you adapt, and you keep going. You fail forward, and in that failure, you grow stronger. The land is a tough teacher, but if you respect and take care of it, it gives back to you. These days, we've got to be creative to make it all work. That's why we use sheep to maintain our solar fields and contract weed management with other solar plants like Tesla, AES, and KIUC. And believe it or not, you know who taught me to do that, to start running sheep at the solar plants? Because Errol, my son Errol, the council member, also a CPA, came and helped me on my little solar plant with only an acre or two to weed whack. And he said, "Dad, this is damn hard work. Why don't you run sheep on that?" And that's how we started. So today, with over 1,000 sheep doing the work for those companies, at least we know they keep the grass low, reduce labor and fuel, and we get to say our sheep are eco-friendly employees. The land provides us to grow also hemp. Under my company called Kauaʻi Hemp Company, we manufacture and process organic CBD products. We are now building structures to create new income streams for events, workplace, workshops, community gatherings, from tours and also retail areas to showcase Kauai-grown products. The land isn't just for me. It's for the next generation. I wanted to pass it on strong, sustainable, and full of potential. Because this isn't just acreage, it's legacy. And let me tell you something. The best part of this life has been the people. When I was a kid, my buddies all wanted to surf, like Kalani, surf. But they knew I had chores to do. So they'll show up early to help me on the farm to feed and clean, just so we could hit the waves after. That kind of support, that kind of community support means everything. And it still happens today. When there's big work at the ranch, my friends show up. They jump on heavy equipment, fix fences, move animals, whatever needs done or doing. And the work is done, that's when the real fun begins. We crack a beer, light the grill, and start up the karaoke. Don't let me sing now. And everyone brings something they've harvested, hunted, or slaughtered. That's how we celebrate the land and each other.
Toast each sundown.
We are not just working this land, we're preserving it. We're stewards, not owners. We care for the land and protect the land and make sure it's here for generations to come. Every morning when I wake up, I think of a song my dear friend Toby Keith wrote, "Don't Let the Old Man In."
Many moons I have lived.
That's how I choose to live.
My body's
It's a reminder to stay strong, to stay young, and at heart, and keep showing up.
if you
No matter how old you get
day
or how hard the day ahead looks.
when he rides up on
The life of the land is perpetuated
and you
in
feel
righteousness.
that cold,
Umao ke ia o ka aina i ka pono.
bitter smile.